Now, according to Punch, who's the president of TDE,
Yeah.
Drake writes the captions for Akademiks TV. How does he have the time between all the recording and the touring? He actually writes captions for you?
Yo, the conspiracy.
Can you write my captions too? Because I need a caption writer like him.
Yo, you know what's so funny about that? They asked me about that in the Meg Thee Stallion deposition too. It's like they really think Drake is just like running my page. Let me tell you this, and I think I should officially put it on the record. I do have an opportunity to hire Drake, and I'm not bullshitting, because we have an open bet. Drake had told me during the battle when Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams, on the third verse, he mentions that Drake has a unclaimed 11-year-old daughter.
Okay.
When I had talked to Drake about that, and I said, brother, not again. Is this true? He says, Akademiks, so I will give you my word. If you or anybody finds proof, and I got $1 million if somebody could, because I want Drake, I'll make the $1 million if Drake works for me, okay? Drake says if somebody brought the daughter and presented proof that that's his daughter, he would quit rapping and he would come work for me.
Okay.
So that's the only time you're gonna get Drake writing some captions now.
Okay.
You're gonna see Wagwan Crody, like that's what you're gonna see as the captions all day.
Okay.
Right? But no, he doesn't. He doesn't. I've always said, I'm a pro Drake guy. And I hate that politics, we're like rappers like politics. I'm a pro Drake guy. Most of the people who end up running pages that are either for me or just fit within the brand, they are usually supporters, or they definitely come from the audience of me. If you're watching me and I'm a pro Drake guy, you're probably a pro Drake guy too, right? And that's usually probably the energy and the spirit in their captions. And for whatever reason, I think they want us to slander Drake. So I think Punch doesn't like it when Drake isn't getting his back kicked in. And also, I think I do want to see how this battle ages, because the way it ages really good, and it's been good so far in Kendrick's favor, is when you say, yo, I washed that nigga and he was done. Like, respectfully, we ain't got to say the name. That's the part about the battle that you're like, yo, this nigga was finished afterwards. You need him to be done. Like, you can't spray the block up and the nigga back playing basketball next week. What the hell? Like, yo, what type of bullets you bro? Where the 5.56 is at? You gotta lay him down. So Drake's a little resilient motherfucker. He always gonna come back with a hit song. So I think they don't like, a part of them, they don't like some of the narratives that's saying, yo, Drake's just still a bigger artist and he's doing better, and I think they kind of want more of, some of the things, and you could latch on to them, hey, Drake hasn't done a tour in the United States since. That's a good narrative, right? Like, oh shit, he's scared to come back. Oh man, we ran him out of the States.
He can't do LA anymore.
He can't do that no more,
Yeah.
Damn, right? So I think they would probably, want stuff like that, but unfortunately Punch is wrong, but, I want to sit down with Punch. I want to have a conversation. You see, when I look at rap music and shit like that, and I don't know if you want to sit down with me, because after the Dave Free shit, some of these niggas, they taking this shit extra personal, which I understand.
I just ran into Top recently. Yeah, the sushi spot in LA.
Yo, every time I have a problem with someone, especially if I'm only taking it as just music, I'm like, at some point, we should collide with our ideas face to face rather than I'm talking about him or he's tweeting this about me. I don't know if he's down to do that, but he's wrong about that one.
I mean, I think he was just joking in a way.
No, he's not.
Oh, he was serious?
They were serious.
Oh, okay.
Because SZA told Drake, or asked Drake, after me and Dave Free ran to each other at a show, Dave Free went back. This is a bad game of telephone. Dave Free told, I think he thought he heard from me that Drake runs the page. I told him, I said, because it was asking, yo, why is one of your pages so critical of SZA? I said, well, listen, Drake communicates with people on my team. When I had problems with SZA and I was slandering her and Drake was doing his last album, right? Let me not use the word slander, because I don't know why these female rappers and songstress are suing now. But when I was giving my opinion about her, right, that may have not been that nice for her. Drake was trying to record his last album. He was trying to do 2 songs with her, Rich Baby Daddy and Slime Me Out. Drake said he got her in the studio. She couldn't really do no music. She was crying the whole time. When he figured out why she crying over something I said on Twitch. Drake called me up. He said, yo, man, I really rock with this girl. She's really cool. She's a pure soul. Like, he really fucks with her. And he's like, yo, listen, I know you too. You know, I can never tell you what to do, but like, yo, trying to get the song done. And, from what I feel like I know about you, this ain't that serious, bro. Could you like, bring the heat level down a little bit? And I said, yo, Drake, wait, it feels like I'm standing in the way of your music getting released. Oh, hell nah. I cleaned it up immediately. I said, sis, I love you, baby girl. Cut that song. Like, she's cool. I don't gotta. It's not that serious to me. So when I'm hearing she's tearing up, bawling, I'm like, what the hell? So what I said to Dave Free, I said, ever since the battle, people kind of put SZA on the opposite side, like she's rocking with Kendrick. I said, so if you see a page that's, associated with me and they're saying things that's critical of SZA, I said, Drake must not give a fuck if he's not, because he reached out before. He reached out before and be like, yo, bro, whatever, right? That got relayed, so I guess he went in the back and told SZA, nah, I said Drake writing them captions. So SZA hits Drake.
Huh.
Be like, yo, you writing Akademiks captions dissing me? Drake hit me. Drake said, yo, bro, I know you wasn't that scared of that TDE concert. You just told him a lie that I'm writing your captions. I said, what? Never told him that. I clarified it in response to that tweet and afterwards, but I ain't gonna lie. I guess the lie's always more entertaining. So like, Drake write the captions.